Hey guys, it's Melany Chelsea and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today's video, as you know already, is gonna be about these brushes. These brushes are by Boujee Beauty. I was searching for brushes that would work for precise, complex eye makeup look. I didn't want to purchase one brush at a time. I wanted a full set of brushes. When I stumbled upon these brushes on Instagram, I actually thought these were pretty universal, like it would actually be very useful for a beginner as well. So I thought I should make a video upon it, because when I was searching for a review, I don't know about you, but I always have to watch some YouTube videos before I purchase something to see if it's worth it. So I did not get any videos on Boujee Beauty, especially this brush set. So I thought, why not, let's help you guys out, those who are looking out to buy these brushes, and give you a proper review about these brushes. I think the only thing I won't be able to tell you about is the quality of the bristles, because I need to use these brushes for few months to actually know if the bristles are really good, if they shed or not. So that's the only thing I won't be able to tell you. But yeah, I will definitely be able to tell you about the workability of these brushes, like how they apply the shadows, how they apply the shimmer, if they are really good at cutting the crease. I will be able to tell you my first impressions about these brushes. Also, you know what, I will be doing two looks today, two eye makeup. Don't call me crazy for doing that, okay? So I will be doing a very basic makeup look on one side to show you how they work for a beginner, and I will be doing a complex makeup look on this side, and you will get to know if these brushes are worth buying or not. So yeah, without further ado, let's jump right into the video. Okay guys, so I've already done my base off camera, because we're not going to focus on our base today. We're going to focus on these brushes right here. So coming down from the beginning, I have this brush set by Boujee Beauty, and it's called I Slay You Slay combo. So I will put down the links down to these brushes and everything below in the description box. You can check that out. So coming down to the brush set, it came in a box branded by their logo and everything. So this brush set has 6 blending brushes, 1 pencil brush, 1 dual-ended brow brush, 1 cut crease brush, 1 concealer brush, and 1 liner brush. Talking about the liner brush, I just want to put it out there. They have 2 liner brushes. Both are called B12, but they have this different name. One's called ultra fine liner brush, and the other one's called pointed tilted liner brush. Initially, when I was scrolling through the site, I wasn't really confused, but when I got the brush set, I was like, why do I have 2 similar liner brushes? I literally got 2 similar liner brushes. The thing is, when I saw the brush set, I really thought that the brush in it was the pointed tilted one instead of the ultra fine one, and I actually wanted the ultra fine one. So I happened to purchase this one, the ultra fine one, separately, but guess what, the bundle had an ultra fine brush already in it. So I just wanted to put it out there. So if you're buying, just buy the brush set first. If at all you get the pointed tilted one, maybe then later you can go ahead and buy the ultra fine one if you want that brush. Also about the brand, it is vegan and cruelty free, so you don't have to worry about anything over here. So coming down to the dual-ended brow brush, it looks somewhat like this. It has a spoolie at one end, and the bristles are angled so that you can do hair-like strokes for your eyebrows. I don't have anything much to say about this spoolie, because a spoolie works just as good as other spoolies out there. Okay, what I have noticed about the angled brush is that it's not very thin, so I don't think you can get nice fine hair strokes with it. But let's see. I think it might depend on the product as well. If your product is very creamy, then I think you can kind of adjust the thickness, I guess. Let's see how it works. For today's video, I will be using the PAC Cosmetic brow pomade. I'm taking some on the tray, and I'm just trying to flatten the brush out. Okay, it is become a little bit thin. Let's see how it works. You know what, I think I pretty much underestimated this brush, because it's so good. Yeah, it actually kind of got flattened out when we use the cream, and oh my god, it's applying beautifully. I think I'm loving this one a lot. As you can see, it's actually giving quite fine hair like strokes, and yeah, actually the density of it is so good. You can actually do your eyebrows very quickly with this one. This brush will be so amazing for all kind of pomades, even if it's, you know, that very hard waxy pomade or very cream consistency pomade. It will do a pretty good job. Okay, so I'm done with my eyebrows and I will be using the Maybelline Fit Me in the shade 25 medium to cover my brows as well as to put a base on my eyelids. So we will be doing this side first and I will be showing you how it looks like, you know, when you try and do a basic makeup look with these brushes. So I'm just gonna quickly put the base on and cover my eyebrows at the same time. I will be using the Be Perfect Carnival palette for this look, but you can use any palette that you like. So moving forward, I will be using the B108 brush. It is a tapered blending brush. It has very soft bristles, which I like. Basically, the tapered end really helps you to get into your crease this way and, you know, get full pigment into your crease. I'm using a shade called Cocoa from this palette, dusting off the excess, and I'm just going into the crease this way. You can either use a circular motion or a fan motion. I feel when you use a fan motion, you know, the pigment comes off a bit better. Honestly, the brush is really soft. It does not poke my eyes and it gives off really good color payoff. There are no fallouts with this brush. So for me, this brush is really nice. Also, this brush has really melted in the shadows very well. There is no patchy work going on here. Everything is beautifully melted into the base that we had applied. Next up is the brush called B109. It is a duo fiber brush. Basically, the white bristles are much softer than the darker bristles. The darker bristles are pretty much hard. So this brush kind of is really useful to pack in the colors as well as to blend out the shadows at the same time. That is what a duo fiber brush does. So I'm going in with Ginger from this palette and I'm gonna scratch the outside. Honestly, I think we should have done the quite opposite. I should have been using this in my crease because this is pretty hard and it's something that would be really nice to pack in colors. It will be a very good packing brush. It's still doing a good job at blending out, but I mean, it's not doing a great job. Honestly, I did not enjoy this brush so much, so I'm just gonna go in with the 108 brush and kind of blend it out over here. Next up is this 106 brush. It is a concealer shader brush. So on the site it said that it would be amazing to put on your concealer or use your correctors with it, and honestly I can tell it would work really well with a corrector because it is pretty dense and pretty thick. So I'm pretty sure it will work, you know, very well with a corrector, but I am not certain about how it would work with a concealer because I mean, you would be able to pick up a product and apply your concealer and everything with this brush, but I don't really think you would be able to, you know, kind of blend it out. And honestly, why would you want to add an extra step to your makeup routine? Just take the, you know, concealer off from the buffing brush and buff it out. But you know what, I have seen so many Instagrammers apply their shimmer and, you know, their glitter with this brush, and I saw it working so amazingly, and I wanted to try this brush out as a shimmer brush and not as a concealer brush, so we're gonna do that. I am going in with the Rum from this palette and it's such a beautiful bronze color, and you know what, everyone on the gram using this brush as a shimmer brush is so right, because I mean, wow, I mean, look at that. This brush has really applied the shimmer so well. I don't think I will ever go in with my fingers to apply my shimmer ever again. I am gonna go in with Vanilla with the same brush and just pack it on in the center so that, you know, we have more tension on the center of our eyelid. It is beautiful. Next up is this brush called B110 and it is a pencil brush. The bristles are very, you know, closely packed. It's very, very, very dense, and you know, I know this will be an amazing highlighter brush. I just know it, but on the side they said that, you know, you can smudge out your lower lash line. So we're gonna go in with a dark shadow from this palette and we're just gonna try and put it on our lower lash line and see how that works out. I'm pretty scared to use this brush actually because we have already done a base base, and since it's very dense, I don't know if it will be able to pack in color without any fallout. So let's just see. So I'm mixing chili pepper, which is a red pigment from this palette, and cocoa, which is a brown pigment from this palette, and I'm applying it on the lower lash line. What is going on in here? Like, I really thought this wouldn't really work out and it will actually leave out a lot of fallouts, but no. This brush will also be really good at smudging out your kajal and everything. I'm also using this smudger brush to highlight my inner corner, and I'm just gonna take vanilla from this palette, and I'm just gonna go in right here. Oh yeah, it does a very pretty good job. When I highlight my inner corner, I just like to go up like this, and this brush is really helping me do it precisely, because the brush I used to use before sucked. The brush I would use before would just get the whole shimmer everywhere, but this one is actually precisely putting in the shimmer wherever I want it to. So I'm liking it. Let's just get to this eye and create a more of a complex look on here. I really don't know what I will be doing for this look, but you know what, I know which brush I'm going in for next, and this one is the one called B214. This is a really good packing brush. It's called the flat base small blending brush, and it's pretty dense but not too dense, and yet very fluffy as well. So it would be amazing to pack on the eyeshadow and still blend with the same brush. So I will be using chili pepper and just, you know, oh wow. I'm not gonna tell you this in a while because I already love the brush. It's so good into packing the eyeshadow. Really good. The pigment payoff is so good. There is no fallout. I didn't even have to go in again. Like, the color payoff is that good with this brush. You know what, I'm just taking a clean cotton, wiping off the excess pigment on this brush, and I'm gonna use this brush and see if it's able to blend the shadow out as well. Honestly, it does a decent job into, you know, blending out the eyeshadow, but I just feel that, you know, it's pretty uncomfortable because it is flat. Probably if you're used to using a flat brush and blending out, you will be able to do it with this brush. But I prefer my fluffy brushes to seamlessly blend out my eyeshadow, so I'm just gonna do that. So I'm gonna go in with this brush. This is the B213 and it's called the Foolproof Cut Crease Brush. So it actually has rounded bristles like this. What it does is it kind of helps you to create a proper cut crease, like a very curved out cut crease. So I will be using the Maybelline Fit Me itself to carve out my cut crease. So I've put some of the product on my clean steel palette and I'm just gonna like take it, try and flatten the brush out a bit because it does need that. And I'm just gonna take the shade Chili Pepper. I'm just gonna use the same brush that I used to pack on the eyeshadow over here. So now I'm gonna use the B107 brush. It's called Big Blending Brush on their website and it's a very fluffy brush. It's not actually the biggest blending brush that they have, but I think they're calling it the Big Blending Brush just because these are the two blending brushes and these both brushes are actually really good for precision blending. So I think that's why this one is called the Big Blending Brush and this one is called the Small Blending Brush. Both of them are equally fluffy. This one has longer bristles, this one has shorter bristles. I think this one will do a very good job here blending out the, you know, the edge here, but you know what, we'll just try out this and try and pack in some color as well. I'm saving this one for the lower lash line, so I'm just gonna try and, you know, blend this eyeshadow out here with this color. Even though it has longer bristles, it is doing a really good job into scratching out the edge of the previous pigment that we used. And yeah, and you know what, I'm just gonna go in with the B215 brush, the smaller blending brush, and I'm just gonna precisely do some blending here. So I will be using the P. Louis base right now because I just want to see how this brush works with P. Louis as well. Oh wow, it is definitely applying P. Louis base way better than my other brushes which I used to use before. The older brushes actually used to lift up the pillowy base instead of sticking it on, but this brush is actually gliding on the pillowy base so much better. So I'm quickly finishing this look off by using these brushes itself. I'm using the B215 again, just kind of blending the wing out. I'm using the B214 now, taking up Mango from the palette, and I'm just packing it on and buffing it outside. I'm using Chili with the B214 brush, and I'm just buffing it out on my lower lash line. I'm gonna take the small blending brush, that is the 215 brush, and I'm taking Sundown from this palette and I'm just buffing it out this way, making sure the wing looks even. So coming down to the last brush of this brush set, it is the B112 brush, and it is the eyeliner brush. And I'm gonna take my CG Beauty matte highlight liner, and it's in the shade Zebra. I'm just gonna create a wing here. Okay, it was very easy to do this wing with this brush. Okay, wow. This eyeliner brush is really making the process of applying an eyeliner very easy. So now I'm gonna use the white liner and do a graphic outline over here. That was quick. Okay, I really feel like, this liner brush helped me to apply my eyeliner very beautifully. I've been searching for a really good eyeliner brush, a really fine one, and I think I finally got it. I love this eyeliner brush, no doubt about that. Okay, so since we're done using all the brushes from the brush set, and I have more or less told you about how they work and how I would use them and everything, I still have to give you an overall review of this brush set. So you know what, I'm just gonna pop on some lashes, I'm gonna put on some blush, highlight, put on my lipstick and everything, and I will be right back to tell you what I feel about this brush set, whether you should purchase it or not. So yeah, be right back. So guys, I'm done with my look and this is how it looks. And now coming down to the brush set, I really liked all the brushes from the brush set except for the duo fiber one. I really did not like it that much, but maybe if I could use it in a different way, probably then I would enjoy it. But I think for only $32.99, it's a pretty good deal. You're getting 10 brushes. And I'm so happy that I came across this brand because I really feel like, the whole brush set is really thought of and it's designed for beginners as well as for people who are trying to create detailed makeup looks. And I feel it's amazing. Even the eyeliner brush is so fine, it's so thin, and I cannot believe how easily I applied my eyeliner today. I love it. It's like one layer and done, no cakiness, nothing. Even the packing brush is one of the brushes that I love from the set, and the tapered fluffy brush is amazing as well. Overall, I would just give the brush set 10 out of 10 because it's amazing. The packaging wise as well, it's really nice. The ferrule of the brush is rose gold and I really like it, but although I do not like the handle of the brush being white because it really doesn't seem too professional, but I mean, it's still a pretty brush. And workability wise, it's amazing because you could literally see me excited after every step that I did using these brushes. Also, if you're a beginner and you feel like you don't require so many brushes, I mean, you probably don't, you should totally go check out their website because they do have more brush set combos and I feel they're gonna be amazing for beginners. So yeah, I mean, that is all for today's video. I think I told you all that I had to. Yeah, I did. And I hope you all enjoyed this video, and if you did, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Also hit the notification bell at the side so that you never missed out on my videos. And I really hope you enjoyed watching this video. I really hope it was informative as well, and I really hope it kind of sorted out your confusion, because I know on the website you cannot see the brushes properly. So this is why I thought let's just make a video over it and show you guys how these brushes work and help you decide if you should be buying the brushes or not. And let me tell you, you should be buying the brushes. If you're thinking about buying Boujee Beauty brushes, totally go for it. So yeah, I will see you guys next time on my next video, and until then, bye bye.